Hey, welcome to Rock and Roll Medicine. I'm here with Sean Hoare from DarkFlow. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty fine. You are the second interview that I'm giving, and I'm really happy and eager to show our music.
Yes,
So thank you for the opportunity of this interview.
for sure. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping in. So where are you talking from right now?
Well, I'm talking from Switzerland, but I come from Chile, so I am a Chilean person that lives in Switzerland,
Okay.
and that's it. I speak Spanish and French.
All right. So is the main band from Sweden?
No, Switzerland. Yeah, it's a Swiss band. Yes,
And how long
everybody's from Switzerland.
you guys been together a little bit now, right?
Well, it's been since the first EP that was launched in 2020. We haven't stopped.
Yeah.
This is going to be our second album, Imminent End, the one that is
Okay.
coming out this 27th. And yeah, well, it's been a while, 5 years. Well, truly more than 5 years because we were preparing the music before. And then we did the first EP, then the first album, Insane Circus, that was launched in 2023, also in May. And now we're launching Imminent End.
So tell me a
Our
little about the album then.
Well, the album is a really special conceptual album that speaks about the end of the world. Each song is a way how the world is struggling with problems like a tsunami, sudden death everywhere. You don't know who's dying and not, like if everything's going to a mess. Then there's a huge, let's say, every bomb it's activated and then it's flying everywhere. You have hydrogen nuclear bombs everywhere going to this is just the explosion and extinction of humankind.
Well, I'm hoping that doesn't come to fruition, but
Is our prophecy.
right. Let's not hope. So what gives you the idea to do something like this?
Well, the idea it came because I like the theater that I do in this album. There's a lot of theater too, and playing with panic and giving these eerie sounds um, of what you are hearing, you are feeling it and feeling it, and then you're also if you read the lyrics, you're understanding what's happening, and it's kind of really horror theme, And since there's a lot of problems in the world in this moment, it is not like impossible to have a nuclear
Yeah.
explosion everywhere, and that's just a little bit reality. So it gives, I think, horror also has to touch reality, and we are a horror band.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am Sean
And
Horror.
right, for those who don't know, you're very theatrical. Um,
Yes.
uh, I I I want to place it when I look and I listen to it. It gives me that kind of like King Diamond feel. It gives me a little, it's definitely haunting. I will say that. So, is that something you guys are going for when you
I am
first?
going for that. Yes,
Yeah.
that's truly what I am going for. I am a really huge King Diamond Merciful Fate fan. You
Oh,
can see my T-shirt.
I didn't recognize.
And also, well, the album was produced by Andy LaRock, who
Yeah,
mixed
I did.
it, produced the music, he mastered it. So yeah, it's
So
w-
it also feels like Avatar. If you watch any of
yes,
that stuff, it reminds me. You give me that same like I don't want to say the same as Avatar because obviously you're two different bands, but you give me that same feel. You know what I mean?
well,
And
it's an eerie feel
it is.
because Avatar also has an eerie feeling. It's kind of dangerous in a way, and that's what I like to give. Like
Well,
you're in constant, let's say. It's like to be in a constant movie,
right.
which with a lot of action going
So
on.
do you shut that off when you're not on stage, as far as like who you portray to be on stage from who you are off stage?
Well, there's a lot of differences because on stage I'm Sean Horror, as you can see. In makeup or without makeup, I am Sean Horror, and what I do on stage is I'm really like a horrible general from hell person who is laughing from humankind and everything. But truly, I'm really a people's guy. I love people. I like speaking with people, meeting people. I am not as scary as I want, as I presented on stage.
Right, right. So, what's the plans as far as you got a release here at the end of the month or close to the end of the
Yeah.
month? Um,
Well, we're releasing the album, of course.
and then were you touring as well?
Well, that's the thing. We don't have an agent yet to tour, and I have been in surgery, so I'm waiting until I'm healthy enough to do a tour. We did the first rehearsal after my surgery this Monday, and it's still not there yet. I have to be careful. And then I'm going to launch this album. I want to do a lot of promotion from the album so people can
Right.
hear and know what they're going to see on live and start playing live afterwards.
Okay.
Not like giving a concert first for the launch of the album like everybody does. I can't because my physically I can't. And now it's time to just say let's work on another ideas because people can do things in different ways, and now I want to take a chance into promoting the album first and then start playing it.
Okay. So, let me get back to that. So, what did you have surgery for?
Sorry, can you repeat the
You
question?
said you got out of surgery.
Well, I had to change my two hips,
Oh, okay.
and I have two prostheses now, and I've been like in recovery for like it's been almost 2 months.
Wow. Okay. So that's gonna put you back for a little bit for till here.
In September I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah. You
September,
gonna do,
October I'm gonna be fine.
you gonna do cartwheels?
Yeah, well, I'm doing a lot of a lot of physiotherapy, so I am trying to get better,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't want to go to stage and be lame and don't move or nothing. I like theater, show, and
Right.
giving people like the sensation that they really, really have fun with us.
Right. So what's your envision when you do start to tour? Um, is it are you looking to go to the States first? Are you looking to do Europe first? What are you looking to do?
I think the most important is that when I do the promotion of the album, to see who are the people that are more interested, and then see beneficial risk, who's going to take us and where we can go to play. My ambition would be playing in the north of Europe, like Denmark, Germany, Sweden, Finland, Norway, uh, but also I would love to go to the States. I don't know if our music touches too much the people from America, but I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure. I mean, you got festivals you could always hit right during the summer months. Obviously, by
exactly,
September you'll be hitting the winter months. So maybe it's better to do the UK in the winter months and then come back in the summer and hit all the festivals, right? So this is just me pulling shit out of my ass. But
of course. But for that, I need a good agent to put
right,
all that in reality. Because moving myself alone, I'm the manager of my band, but I am not the agent. I find sometimes people call me for playing here or there, and I just accept if it's a good venue with lights and that we have the space that we need and all that stuff. But I'm not no agent searching for venues to play or do concerts because I'm also focused in other things. I have to do so many stuff because
right,
you have to take care about your music, how it's going to be launched. You have to be working with the guy who's making the artworks and everything. Um, you have to do everything. You have to
Right.
also prepare your band. You have to talk with them a lot. You have to have a great communication. Be super transparent with the people. Maintain them motivated too. That is really hard because sometimes you see like it's a mountain that you don't know how to climb on it. Sometimes you're a little bit lost, and then you have to be sure about yourself, and that's what I'm trying to give. Like,
Right.
let's stay sure about ourselves. We can do this.
Right. So you put out a couple singles already from this
Exactly,
album.
yes.
How's the response been?
Well, the response is being completely. I didn't want to push it, like putting money on it, like AdWords, Google Ads, or things like that, because it brings people to hear it, of course, but then it doesn't maintain the people. So I want to see really organic how much it works, how it does work, and since I start putting some singles out, there has been a lot of playlists that have been taking our music, and that says a lot because it's not people only hearing it, it's people choosing your music to put it in their playlist that they want to share to everybody in the world. And that's
Right.
kind of that's nice. And it's people that I don't know, people that I haven't ever spoke in my life with. They just send me an email, hey, put your music in my playlist, and it's like, oh, thanks, man.
Nice.
And you see the playlist, and it's like followed by, I don't know, 10,000 people, and it's like things people like. And I see the music, I see if it's a legit playlist too, because sometimes people can be scammed on playlists. And
Uh-huh.
be careful to not have your music in a playlist that is, I don't know, badly used, people paying bots or something like that, because then your music is going to get down,
Right.
and you need to be careful with it. So also I have to be watching,
So
and
tell
that's
me
the
a
thing.
little. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot out there, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
trying to take something for nothing. So tell me a little about the latest single put out, which press the button.
Press the Button. Press the Button is a song about me, myself, Sean Horror, coming from hell as a general, because in the album Insane Circus, if you follow a little bit the story, I die. And then in this album, I come back as the general from hell to take possession of a world leader and put a gun on his head and tell him, press the red button, that it going to put all the bombs you have everywhere in the world. And you're just saying it's a psychological torture, trying to say I want the bombs to go out. And in the songs that come before that, you have God coming from heaven to destroy humanity, and I come from hell to win against God,
Okay.
using
So
humankind as my resource.
so is this more about religion or humankind?
I think it's more about humankind. It's fun. It's fun to put a little bit of religion here and there, but it's more about humankind.
And do you think we're, I don't want to say capable because we're definitely capable of doing all this to each other. Um, so what, I guess my question would be, you have a lot of different things going on, whether it be environmental, the human aspect. So how does this all relate as far as like to the album? Like, is there one specific cataclysm or is it just everything all at once? One child.
everything all, everything all at once, one problem after each other, everything all at once. And when you hear the album, it's like everything is falling apart.
So do we solve it? Or are we
Well, the solution is extinction.
just full mass extinction forever?
Exactly. In the last song that is called "Whistles from the Sky," and why whistle? It's because the sound of the bombs flying. So whistles from the sky is when I'm happy because I won against God, and I can hear the extinction of humankind. So
So
there's
how
no
did so how does there coming back from there? Do you already have an idea like for another album to go beyond that?
Well, if you're into concept album, I think I did the trilogy. The first EP talking about the death of friends of mine, the second album talking about my own mortality, and the third one talking about everybody's mortality. It's like a closing something to start something new. There's so many ideas, and I can be creative with other things, you
Right,
know?
right, right,
Maybe even not doing a conceptual album for once and trying to do something different, maybe, or maybe doing another concept about another kind of idea. Well, I know that I destroyed the earth before, but it's just
right,
fictional.
right,
I can keep doing, I don't know, the story of a little girl that is hunting a house, I don't know, something like that, as King
right,
Diamond.
right. So, what? Why do you like concept albums that you've done so far? Why do you like?
Well, Well, the thing is that I am a huge King Diamond fan, and I love playing with concepts, but not being like so conceptual as King Diamond, telling a huge story with characters and things like that. My songs are really like a little bit apart.
Hmm,
It has, of course, a meaning altogether, but they are a little bit apart. So there's a lot of differences, and you don't have to be fan of one album to understand one story. You can like one song and you say, okay, well, that song explains a lot that
right. Yeah, yeah.
things can fall apart. And that's what I'm giving here, like trying to show a little bit what happened when we had the COVID crisis with the song eerily fading away. It's people dying from sudden death, dropping off everywhere, like people getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
You see. And there's all of the other things are just things that can happen. We can have a natural, huge natural problem. I don't know, like
Well, it's
like
all
I
over.
come from I come from Chile. I know what an earthquake is, and I
Mm,
know what a tsunami is. And I lived it. So I write about something that I have lived, and I know how it is. It's really scary and it's completely fucked
right.
up.
So the
And
truth
I
is
want
in reality, basically.
exactly, yes, of course. You have to go into the reality, even if you're not telling a huge reality. There are things that happens in this world,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm bringing also fictional things like God coming from heaven to destroy Earth, but it comes from that song that is called "The Last Symphony." That is one of our singles. It has a solo of Andy LaRock, by the way, from King Diamond. That song, of course, is fictional. God coming, but it's a song that was written like I don't know, like in the year 1200. That it's called God's Wrath.
Okay.
There is a real like a written poem that talks about that. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
God coming on Earth because he's mad with humanity and he starts to destroy it.
Okay. So who else is on the album? Who plays
Well,
on it?
nobody else. In fact, it's like just me and God in the end of the album, and in all the beginning of the album until the late songs, you have just things happening here and there, and somebody telling you what he's seeing, what he's living. Sometimes there's a song that I'm like a omnipresent narrator, and with some songs I am there, you
Right.
know. And at the end of the songs, at the end of the album, the two last songs, it's me
Right.
who comes from hell to destroy Earth and bring the extinction of humankind. But it's something that I created. Like, okay, there has to be like a mean guy doing this, but it can happen. If Putin goes wrongly crazy, he can destroy the Earth in a second. The Chinese too, the United States too. Everybody can attack each other, and it can go everything. It can go really far.
It could. So who else is in your band?
Well, we are five.
Okay.
There's Flo, that is the main guitar player who composes the songs. There's Mitch K, who is the rhythm guitars. We have Soa Grihi, who's the drummer, and we have Dr. Twister, that is the bass player. and myself, the singer.
All right. So does everybody contribute as far as like, is it just the music or do they contribute to lyrics as well?
No, I am the only lyricist. I write my music, my songs myself. I'm the songwriter, and it's something that I take really seriously. I don't give a chance to nobody to write what I'm going to sing. It's not that it's because I am really, I love writing, and I don't like people touching something things that I like to write. The other musicians played what they have to play, and the compositor, the guy who composes, it's Flow. So I work directly with him,
Okay, so he
who
comes
is
up
by
with,
the way the co-founder of DarkFlow, and we are the only two founder members that are in the band.
okay. So do you guys come up with the music first, then the lyrics, or is it lyric first music?
Well, it depends. I write the lyrics. I wrote some lyrics. I send it to Flo. We talk together about it. We launch some ideas, and I'm telling him, yeah, I would like it really to sound like, I don't know, like there's panic and people are running around, and I don't know. And he does something. He sends it to me, and then I readapt the lyrics to the song.
Gotcha. So do you do most of your stuff through the computer or do you guys meet in a room?
No, we live together.
Oh, you lived at, well, there you go.
Yeah, we live together. We're roommates.
Gotcha.
We have
So
a
how
big
is
big
that a lot?
house.
Is that easier?
Well, it's easier to work together if you live in the same house, of course. And the
Sure.
other thing is that we are there. If we need to change something, we can change it in a blink of a second, and we don't have to do things like digitally. I like working with somebody,
Right.
like really working humanly, because well, things are getting mm, little by little less human.
Right.
People are working now music with AI, and that's
Hmm.
something that scares me the hell out of it, because people can compose an album in one day. It's crazy.
You
And
definitely
that's,
can.
yeah, and I don't want that happening, but well, I
Well,
can't
I
do too
mean,
much.
never say never. You never know
Well,
what's going to happen.
yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't even use ChatGPT, because I think that
Yeah.
uh,
It
it's
can be a
not
cop
real.
out for sure.
Exactly. I prefer
Yeah.
even having mistakes while I'm writing something,
Hmm.
It's human. When I'm singing, I don't like auto tune, because I
Right.
want to
And
just
that's what I was, my next question was going to be as far as live goes, you know, if you want live to be live, right? Well, all mistakes and all doesn't matter, right?
it doesn't
Like
matter.
this
And
interview,
I
there's
and
going to
I
be plenty.
yeah, and I can do some mistakes, but normally, well, I know what I sing and I know what I'm doing. So of course I'm not going to record something that I can't do on
Right.
live.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will do my best, of course, on live. I can make some mistakes. I can forget a little bit about a lyric. I don't know, things that can happen, because you can get disconcentrated really easily. There's
Yeah.
people in front of you.
Right. So tell me about the video for Press the Button.
Well, Press the Button is a video that we made when we played in a venue here in Lausanne, in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland. And when we played there, I said, well, it's a big place, it's a beautiful place. Let's put some cameras and let's do a video with, trying to show people what we do as a show. Yes, we're a starting band. We're not a huge band as King Diamond or something, and so we don't have this huge
Right.
stage or everything, but we have some decoration and we deliver some show. And there's something going on, of course. And I think that it's really important to maintain that alive.
I agree as well.
Uh, so yeah, that's the thing that I'm showing in the video. So people who doesn't know what Dark Flow is, they can say, okay, there's a theatrical band that plays on live and they do this kind of shows. The guy uses I don't know, a costume with makeup, and there's a guitar player with a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Then you
I was
have
gonna I was gonna ask you, but he's dressed up as a cowboy. You're dressed
well,
up
the
as,
cow the cowboy is Flow.
that's Flo. Okay.
That's
Because
Flow.
I thought that was kind of, and then the drummer's wearing a gas mask. You're dressed up in theatrics, and it kind of just the way everything plays off each other. It makes you laugh at one sense, but the music is not funny. You know what I mean?
Ah, the music is not funny at all. You can say, wow, this is a weird band. And when
Yeah,
you hear the lyrics and when you see what it means, it's like, okay, these guys are serious.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I can understand that maybe at the beginning you can find that we can be funny. That's not funny.
Right.
That's what I like because that's show. You're
Definitely.
bringing each character is bringing something on stage, and each character has to use something that requires a little bit of work,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a costume or something on live, something that you wouldn't use if it's not on live. So yeah, I prefer that, and I love that because we are all different, and that brings exactly something that I love. That is diversification.
Right. So, my last questions here. Where can
Yeah.
people get a hold of you, find you? See, are you on all the socials?
Well, of course, you can find us in Blue Sky. You can find us in Facebook. You can find us on Instagram if you go to DarkFlow Shock Metal. You can find us Spotify everywhere. Our music is everywhere.
And YouTube is Dark Flow Official. In case you guys are wondering,
DarkFlow official,
there's
exactly.
another
Yes.
one that says Dark Flow as well. When I was
Yeah,
looking,
exactly. Well, there's another band called DarkFlow, but
yeah,
I don't
but
care.
it's not you.
It's not us. If you don't see a guy with makeup, then it's not us.
Yeah. So do you guys do? So is it on Facebook? Is it also Dark Flow Official, or is it just Dark Flow?
I think it's just give me 1 second, but I
And
think it's
are
just
you guys
DarkFlow.
on Twitter as well?
Well, we are not in Twitter. No, we don't use so much Twitter here in Switzerland.
Okay,
It's DarkFlow official in
okay.
Facebook.
So everybody go check them out. Go check out the video for Press the Button. The album Imminent End comes out this month on what, the 22nd, right?
The 27th.
27th. So go check it out. There's a few. Is it more than just the one single that's out now? I
There are two
think.
single out, and three if we count one single that is how you say a lyric video that is called "Eerily Fading Away" that you can find it in on YouTube, and that's all. And the
Yeah,
album is coming in some days, in
yeah.
20, no, less than 20 days. So yeah.
So everybody go check them out. Go. You know, as soon as they get up and running and hit your town, go see them.
Can I
Um,
ask you a question?
yeah, go ahead.
Did you like what you heard?
I did. I did. Like I said, it was very haunting. Um, Gave me that, like I said, King Diamond feel, which
Yeah.
I think is very good for you guys. There's not many people who can do that, so that's a plus. So I think everybody's just gonna eagerly awaiting to hear the record and then see what you present live. Um, those are the two big things when something a new band comes out, right? I mean, those are that's what you got to work on.
Well, that's the idea is to go through a good production and deliver on live too.
Yes. Yep.
Because you can't be just only studio band and then
Right.
play on live like shit, You have to train yourself and work for delivering also a great spectacle.
Yes. Absolutely. So everybody go check out Dark Flow. Sean, I want to thank you for hanging out with me.
No
Um,
problem. Thank you for the invitation.
Keep in touch. I'm sure Shauna will keep in touch. So if
Of
anything else
course.
comes through, then definitely.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
all right. Thank you much. You have anything
Thank you
else you
very
want to say
much.
to the fans?
Well, I would like to say to everybody, listen to Dark Flow, have fun, and if you want to write us, write us. I am a really guy who has a lot of proximity with people. I'm a people's person, so you can write to me. I'm always, always, always in the communication, so there's no problem.
All right.
Take
Well,
care and
thank
thank
you.
you.
Enjoy and heal up fast.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Peace.
Keep on heavy, man.